Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a reading for the air signs, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and messages from your person. Air signs, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, the information regarding that can be found in the About section of my YouTube page. And I thank you so much in advance. Air signs. Just came off of doing the earth signs, and that was a doozy. So we will see what messages your person has for you, the person on your mind. I'm going to be pulling one card from the Wild Unknown Alchemy and reading from the book after the reading, and your tarot from the Mystic Mondays. So air signs, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, what does your person want to tell you? What does the person on your mind want to tell you? Okay. Well, it has to do with love, perhaps. Venus. This looks like, right off the bat, it reminds me of a certain crystal called chrysocolla. Do I have any chrysocolla? I don't have any within grabbing distance, but chrysocolla can be found in quantum quattro crystals and on its own. Also looks like it's with perhaps a little bit of copper. Could be turquoise. There's like copper, looks like there's copper right here. Copper has very, I wear copper every day. I've worn copper every day since last spring, and knock on wood, I have been healthy the entire time. Everybody else is very, it's winter time where I live, and everybody else is coming down with coughs and colds and everything. And I read once that copper had medicinal properties. No, I don't know. I can't necessarily prove it. But all I know is that I feel great. So there could be something to that, though, that you might want to work with the healing properties of copper. It's so crazy too, because one of the candles just went out. I usually have 2 candles going, so it's almost like Spirit wanted to bring home that copper might be very good for you. So I knew when I woke up today, I was thinking about it. I was thinking about the medicinal properties of copper, because I also have a huge piece of copper ore next to my bed. And I was like, oh, you know, I feel like this is going to come up in one of my readings, and here it is. So your person could be on a path of healing right now. They could be using earth elements to do that. Crystals. They could be using sound healing to find, like, to connect closer to their soul space. These are messages from your person to you. Venus obviously is the kind of planetary body representing love in all of its forms. Also represents beauty, but it is a gas planet, so there's kind of mystery about it too, you know. 3 cards for the base spread, 3 cards for clarifier, past, present, and future. What does your person want to tell you? What does air signs person want to tell them? Thank you, Spirit. So, past energy. I feel like water got this. Maybe not. I can't remember. It's only been like an hour, and I can't remember. The Tower card in the reverse in the past energy could have been some disaster that your person was trying to avert with the card in reverse. They're just trying to hold on for dear life. But it's so interesting. These cards are so spare, and yet they just give such good readings. Because I look at this now, and I said something to you just now about they could be using sound therapy, and I see this as like a tuning fork and the sound coming out of it. They could be using frequency energies to for healing purposes, to heal themselves, heal their bodies, is what I just heard. Did your person have some kind of like medical event or diagnosis that required them to look at holistic methods of healing? Take it as it resonates. I'm not predicting that. I'm just using that as an example. Sorry, there's a lot of talking outside my window. A whole group of girls just walked by. So there could have been your person's soul tribe. You could be a part of their soul tribe, kind of gathered around them in friendship. I'm seeing the time when I was in the hospital. The number one thing that helps somebody who's sick is being around friends that make them laugh, that raise their vibration. They almost forget that they're sick, right? So it's clarified by the Seven of Wands in the reverse. In the past energy, your person could have felt a little bit of at their wits' end. The Seven of Wands talks about maintaining a stronghold, like achieving a stronghold or a position, and then that pressure to have to maintain it. But when the card is in reverse, it's almost like they're releasing that energy of having to maintain it. Like they're no longer being a fortress or having to block something. They're kind of, it's almost like they're surrendering and letting go. They're letting go of having to like defend themselves. Let's see. Clarify, please, the Tower in reverse for your person's messages to you. The Hanged Woman. You know, what this reminds me of? There's a documentary. I think it actually came out after 9/11, but it was about this dude, this French guy, Philippe, I don't remember what his name was. He was a tightrope walker, and he walked between the Twin Towers in New York City in like the 80s. There's a whole documentary. What was that documentary called? I don't know why, but with Tower and with this, I see that documentary. But more symbolically speaking, it's like walking a tightrope, a balancing act from on high. A hanged woman, hanged man energy is a sacrifice of putting oneself into the tree of knowledge to garner information about a situation that they may be too close to. But it's like your person had to really balance a set of circumstances. Otherwise, this Tower energy would have collapsed everything in their life. Since it sounds really dramatic, but it feels kind of dramatic. Like if you ever watched that documentary, is it called Falling Man? First of all, it was totally illegal what he did. Like he and a couple friends, like I think he had somebody film, and then he had somebody help him with the rope. Like they had to catapult the rope from one tower to the other tower. So I think they did it like through archery. I don't even remember. I saw that so long ago. And then the top, when you're that high in the air, you're dealing with wind gusts that you cannot begin to predict. He did not use a safety harness, and he absolutely could have lost his life. But he didn't. But he could have, and he was crazy, and he definitely got arrested, and I think he was banned. But it was a feat of almost epic magic proportions. And this is what I feel that your person wants to tell you, that you may not be completely privy to everything that they've just gone through, but it was really harrowing. Where are they now? Princess of Wands, Queen of Wands, really trying to get back into the flow of things, get back into their energy. You could be dealing with, your person could be a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be, but this very strong fire energy. Up leveling from page or princess to queen is like saying, like, we're not just taking little baby steps, we're just fully embodying, or we're trying to fully embody our attractiveness, our power, our influence, our motivation, our impetus. But both these cards are in the reverse in the present energy for your person. So they could be really trying to rebuild themselves, rebuild their image, So we're dealing with Venus energy, so could have to do with their appearance. Five of Swords. It's not easy. Five of Swords is winning at all costs. But it feels really defensive, right? It's like this is a bigger sword, but there are four of these coming at it. So it's like, I feel like there's a lot of judgment happening with your person. People could be judging them. What about? What's the judgment about? Could you be judging them, air signs? Spirit, thank you. Look, the Devil in reverse. Capricorn energy. The Devil in reverse talks about freeing oneself from addiction, obsession, codependency, negative self-talk, other people's opinions, outside affirmation. Yeah, outside affirmation, that can be really toxic. If you're not a strong person and you rely on too much outside affirmation, you completely lose who you are, right? I'm glad to see this Devil energy in reverse. Your person is going through it. They're really trying to release some toxicity in their life. Good for them. What's in the future potential? Nine of Pentacles in reverse, Six of Pentacles in reverse. Nine of Pentacles in reverse talks about, it's pre-Empress energy, and it's represented by a peacock here. It represents attractiveness, independence, self-sufficiency, abundance. And the Six of Pentacles talks about equal give and take, making an investment into something and expecting it to be returned. The effort we put into something to have it be returned back to us. To also get our fair share. If Spirit is the divine kind of benefactor, thank you for giving me that word, Spirit, because it was not going to come. Benefactor. If Spirit is the divine benefactor, then your person's hoping, banking on a return on investment. But these cards are in reverse for your person, so they're still working through it. They're trying to stand on their own 2 feet, but it's difficult for them at this time. They could have lost a lot of finances, resources. They could have lost face, is what I just heard. Lost face. It's wrapped up in this, right? No face. Yikes. Okay, one clarifier. Great, thank you, Spirit. Yep. 4 of Swords just shot out of the deck. It's like, comes after the 3 of Swords, which is heartache and heartbreak, disappointment. Your person is in a place of healing and rest, which is exactly where they should be. They need to recharge their batteries and regroup. So I'm going to read from the book. Number 4, which is the Emperor energy. Interesting. Thank you, Spirit. Emperor energy. Okay. That's Aries energy. Number 4 of the major arcana. The Emperor has the power of all 4 kings. They're really boss energy, CEO energy. They really occupy a place of control and power. I'm going to read from the book. Pleasure, Eros, beauty. With the arrival of Venus, the senses open as if for the first time. It is the planet of pleasure, of touch, of sensual delights. Venus is often depicted as romance or eroticism between people, but can also be experienced as an all-out love affair with Mother Nature herself. Aphrodite emerging from the ocean is a classic example of Venus imagery, as is Cupid with his bow. I was just talking about. Anyway, no matter how old or jaded you are, when this card appears, it's a sign that attraction is at an all-time high. The laboratory is alight with love. You may be in love with the work, with the materials, with another person, or with the world itself. Seeing beauty in small moments is a sign Venus is in balance. An obligatory reminder that pleasure and pain are usually found intertwined. And that's what your person is going through right now, is trying to find that balance, just like the tightrope walker. The balance between pleasure and pain. So that's your reading, messages from your person, air signs. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, air signs.